Ready or not, today's the day. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. First run of water is here. Now you might be saying, what the hell is a run of water? So our canal starts 90 miles to the west. Snakes its way all the way down here to us, and then the ridge line over yonders is the last ditch off of the main canal. The way it works, you have a certain amount of water per head gate. You get that water for 48 hours, then it goes on to the next guy. So like Sunday and Monday, when it's supposed to be like 20 degrees and snowing here, somebody's gonna have water. And if they decide they don't want it, well then they just lose it. It goes on to the next guy. We're a little low. Wait to turn that up till it gets to the bottom. So that's our weir box. That's where we measure the water. We know, okay, we're supposed to have X amount of cubic feet per second running through there to deliver all the water rights. So it should read basically a 1.0, and it was on a 0.8. But when we're pushing weeds, that ain't bad because you're gonna have a lot of issues. So Maddie and Kenny already got the head gate turned on. I'm gonna run back over here, help them at the first divide, get the weeds out. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. That ditch is on. This other one we're on right here turns on in 45 minutes. Third ditch that runs right in between the two of us here turns on at noon. Oh, and we have a concrete truck showing up at 2 to fix a ditch on which we'll probably get water on Sunday when it's really cold. Hopefully it'll wait till Monday, but I doubt it. Yeah, let the chaos really begin. We got so much field work to get done too for some of these sprinklers. Anywho, so this right here is why we burn. So you get weeds growing up along the edge of the ditch that can hold up water. You get weeds all winter long blowing into the ditch that hold up water. So you burn as much as you can to save your back when it comes shoveling. Now, as you've seen, one scoop, the backhoe is done. Do we really need the backhoe? Nah, not necessarily. As you get further down the ditch, you're going to get a bigger and bigger weed jam. So this one, he'll probably get 2 scoops, and we'll go down through all these trees and over there. He'll probably get another 2 scoops. All it's doing is saving Maddie and I from having to pitchfork like crazy all day. The backhoe will really come in handy on the 2 bigger ditches that turn on later. Okay, hour and a half. That water is all but to the bottom. Cameron and Kenny got it from there. I'm gonna run over. We got another big ditch, should be on and getting to where we got to start pitchforking on it. It makes for a long morning and rough roads. Can't blame the county on this one though. That's one of ours. Oh, this fucking sucks. Not enough men or equipment when the water got here. Weed wedge got jammed up underneath the road. Turns out that was more of a sand issue than a weed issue. That crossing under the road is getting backed up with sand because there's different things going on with the box right there, so it's making the water swirl. Sand settles whenever the water slows down, creates a sandbar underneath the road. Then you get a lot of weeds coming through, and all of a sudden it can't full fit. But luckily Nolan had his irrigating boots on, so he hopped in the ditch. Maddie was laying upside down with her weed hook. Finally everything went through. So now we gotta get the rest of the way. Second ditch has made it to the bottom because this pond is the end of the line. About 30 minutes, water will fill it up, start flowing into the big pond. If you're new here and I've never talked about these, we call it a catch pond. So essentially this is designed to just slow the water down, let the sand kind of filter out of it so you don't get as much in your main pond. This would have been I don't know, 2 months worth of sand from last year. It's 10:15. Next water turns on at noon. I don't know if I talked about the third ditch. It was supposed to turn on at 10. Then they pushed it to noon. Then they said not at all. Now it's back on at 10. So I'm going to hurry up, get finished here with the float. I love doing this in hayfields, making the stripes. So pretty. Get this finished because we need this on the drill planting oats before the end of the day. Because we have, what is there, 60 acres that needs planted immediately because those farms just got water this morning. Always in a rush. Float now switched out for the drill. Got the basketball games on because it's the greatest sports couple of days of the year. Seed tender battery was deader than dead, so trying to get it up and running so we can go get the seed, so we can load up the drill. Lot to do, and no time to do any of it. Oh, and if I haven't said, we got poured concrete after lunch. Yeah, 11:30. So the water that runs along that ridge line will kick on here in half an hour. About the time that gets down, we'll have 45 minutes for lunch and then be over on that ridge line over there pouring concrete. We've got, I don't know what they say, like 6, 7 spots where we got to patch things up. So that'll be a mess. 12 o'clock. Time for the next water. Third ditch is down. It's 1 o'clock. Help Maddie get this filter cleaned and get this one ready as much as we can with a flat tire on it. Be glad you guys can't smell that nasty black water that came out of there. Woo! So, the way this works, water's coming in over there into the catch ponds, comes into the big pond. In the middle of the cylinder is a pipe that goes in the ground. Gravity flows straight underneath the well. So then the well pumps it to pressurize the whole system. That right there is a filter to screen anything. And then it'll go underground over there to the sprinkler. There goes Kenny to work on the pond. Bye, Kenny. Look at that water coming out of that flush out. Pretty, ain't it? Let the system flush for a minute. I'll shut it back down, close that valve, get it over where it should have been. Not sure why it's over here in the... Anywho, you get the idea. There we go. Pivot number 1 up and running. Driving along nice and slow, double checking nozzles. I got some back there that are wrapped around the truss rod I gotta undo, but that's a problem for later. Right now I'm just trying to get through them all, get them moving, make sure we don't have any problems. Started 7 pivots. 4 good, 3 need a little TLC. This poor little guy right there. He's he had a rough winter, let's put it that way. So we'll get a new hose thrown on there with a new nozzle. That pivot just needs a new nozzle. Another pivot just needs some nozzles clean. So luckily, no big deal, which is insane for the first run of water. Normally there's a lot more problems. This bucket truck is amazing. Makes working on sprinklers so much easier than having to carry around a ladder and all that fun stuff. Okay, new hose on, new nozzle. It's fired up. Huh. It's the only nozzle right here that turns. Yeah, all them other ones are wore out. That's why they're not turning. We actually talked with the manufacturer, got them to do a hell of a deal on re-nozzling this whole pivot because of that. Because they wore out way earlier than they should have. Most of them still have the sticker on them, so the assembly crew knew where to put them on the machine. On to the next one. Last sprinkler of the day, up and going. Got slightly soggy, but you know, is what it is with irrigation. Now the fun part of my day. So because I haven't been able to get anything done with the spreader the last couple days, And the loader is going to be occupied with custom grinding all day tomorrow. Other loader is 30 miles in that direction. I'm going to do some spreading tonight. See if I can't get 30 acres done. When you're putting on a fairly low rate, you can really get this thing cruising. At only 10 ton, this speed, I'm only using 59% of my hydraulic capabilities to hit that target rate. It says I'm at 17 acres. That's a little overestimated. I'm going to say I'm about 14 acres because I always wind up spreading a little bit more. Well, it thinks I am when I'm trying to just run it out. So it's racking up acres when it's really not actually applying anything. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. Hey, look, what time is it? Almost 10. There we have it, guys. Finally, last load of the night. It is 12:30. It's time for a shower and bed. It's day. I've been on the go since 7 a.m. I am ready to lay down and close my eyes for a while. Catch you guys in the next one.